Hey, good morning, everybody. AJ here. I had an appointment down in Chesapeake that got canceled yesterday because I guess the rest of the parts didn't come in for them, so we're going to be rescheduling that. But what I'm going to do, since I have some free time, is I'm going to try and head back down to New Jerusalem to try and finish wiring everything on the stage. I got a whole bunch of extra boxes, so I'm going to replace those. I'm gonna see if we can get the connection going all the way over to the room where the media booth is the media room is gonna be, and then also I need to run that extra Ethernet cable for the access point that's gonna be in the sanctuary. And I just want to knock out as much as I possibly can. Plus, I need my ladder because we're going to be installing the Unify Protect, and I need my ladder for that. So let's go ahead. As you can see, that's why I try and tell folks, this is all the stuff that I got going on. There's the Unify stuff. There's the UDM cables. There's two computers, three actually. 1, 2, 3 that I'm building. There's the motherboard for church in Baltimore that I'm going back Monday for. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff here, but let's get everything packed up so we can head over there, and hopefully we can get all of the connections and everything done. And yeah, let's do that. Whew. All right, folks, so we're here, and what's the goal today? The goal today is to terminate and solder all of the connections here on the pulpit, run the TV connection over, terminate. I just remembered I don't have all my, I was in a rush and didn't pack everything. Terminate all of the cables, the SDI cables, put their connection ends, the BNC compression connections on the end, test all the cables, make sure they're working, route everything over into the office, and maybe, if I have time, run another Cat 6 cable up here to where the access point is going to be. I just need to run a cable there, don't need to push it through. But that's the goal for today. So let's get going. All right, folks, so my plans ended up having to change again. I had my stuff ready to solder and get all these connections, but my soldering iron, the tip of my soldering iron is missing and I can't find it. I thought I had another soldering iron. I normally have 2 of them, and I know I had it because I've been chucking it in my trunk somewhere, but I can't find it. So what I ended up doing is pulling the cable here. Let me switch this around. All right, so we got, I don't know if you can see it, got the cables ran up through there, and we are now pulling them over, and that's going to be on the other side of the wall where the office is. And maybe y'all probably couldn't hear me because the mic was facing another direction, but we got the cables up and pulled over. I just need to clear out enough space for me to get into the wall in this office over here. All right, so I got all the cables terminated on this side. So I got to clean out all this space so I can get to that corner over there where the cables are going to come down in the corner and then be over here. So that's what we're working on. All right, folks, so we got the cables up and over. I pulled a little bit too much cable, so the cable for the TV right here got pulled in, so I need to make a shorter cable as with a coupler there so it'll reach. Terminate that side of the cable, terminate that side of the cable, terminate all the Cat 6s, run a test on each one, terminate the other cables on the other side, and yeah, I think that's it. What I'm gonna do is I need to get some more of these, some more couplers, BNC couplers. I can get those from Lowe's, not a big deal. What I think I'm gonna do, I was using this shrink wrap, soldered shrink wrap on the cables, which I think works, but I don't have any way to test it right now. I guess I could hook up a speaker or something if they have something around here in a microphone. I don't think their mixer is here. Yeah, so I think I didn't get as much done as I wanted. I think I'm good to close up this floor because I used the shrink wrap on there. I'm really hesitant about, because what I'm really thinking about doing, I bought a bunch of female and male XLRs. So the idea is, instead of doing a coupler and soldering, what I was thinking I was gonna do is actually just terminate those and make them XLR cables, and then just connect them so that I know that they were fine. So the soldering will be done on the actual connection. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I pulled the extra cable over. All of the XLRs I have to connect. So I think I'm gonna put a connection on the end that goes to the mixer, do the other connections in the ceiling, male and female, let them be connected, and they're right above in this hallway right there, and connect them right outside the door. I think I'm gonna do that. And then everything else is a straight connection except for these two that are going to be for the subs. Yeah, I really wish I could find my my soldering iron, because then I would do that, and I wouldn't solder the rest of them. I don't think I have enough time, but I would solder and fix these that are in the pulpit, and then I would close it up, and then I would be done. And then everything else would just be the terminations on here and everything like that. That's what I'm thinking about doing. But right now I need to make this cable that's gonna sit up there for this TV. And I might have a long enough cable that was cut. This isn't long enough. But yeah, I'm just gonna make that, and then test all of my SDI cables with my tester that I did bring with me today, and the SDI part will be done. I have a cable for my camera. Oh, they don't have the TV. I was going to connect it to the TV to make sure a signal has come through, but the TV's not here. But either way, as long as I get a signal on the cable, I am good, and we'll have to actually test it when everything is in place. So let me cut a whole bunch of extra cable, and we'll be done with this part. Good cable. All right, folks, we are done for the day. Pretty tired, but we got a lot of stuff accomplished today. Not a lot that I wanted to, but we still got some good accomplishment today. All right, so first, as you can see, these are not done, but what we're gonna do is take these home and solder these, and then I'm gonna put a connection on the other side. And so when we come back, I will actually terminate those properly, and I have enough cable to where I will be able to do all of these connections here. So all of the plates here I will do. Those ones right there for the choir stand are fine. I'm gonna just solder those in place because it's more than enough cable. This one I'm taking for me to terminate and do at home, and then 2 of these lines I'm gonna make a actual XLR connection on the end so that they will be done. I'm bringing enough cable because what I use for the hot sink right there, I'm actually gonna redo. I'm just feeling some type of way about those. So what else? We got the plate right there done. That one done. One in the back done. We got that sealed up. We got these connections here that we are going to do a female and male connection, XLR connection, and have them connected and sitting right there in the ceiling. The lights are off down here, back here, but we got the jack made here for the back TV. And we've got all of the cables pulled. So this one SDI cable is, the termination is wrong. I went through way more BNC connectors than I wanted, but because I wasn't getting any type of signal at all, and I know the cable is solid, so it just had to be my termination. So unfortunately we went through a bunch of them, but we got it working. This is the only one that is not done because I ran out of the connectors. All of these ones in the basket have been tested and work perfectly fine. I don't have my label maker on here because I was going to label which one is which, but hey, they all work. It's not a big issue. The only thing I really need to be mindful of is the PTZ front and back. Everything else is going to be exactly the same, so not a big deal. Here is plenty of XLR cable here that will terminate and hook up to the mixer whenever it's here. And yeah, so a lot of progress was made today. So excited about that. At this point, it's really just the terminations on the front here. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that one because it's 2 2x6s, so there's no way for me to really cut through that. I need to get a nice plate to cover that, or I might just put another hole right there on the flooring and run it. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm sure we can figure out something to go in the front right there. So that's it. All of the cables up here, all of the Ethernet cables have been terminated, and I messed up because I have one cable that's running from the back PTZ to the front for the RS-232 pass-through. I have another cable that's coming for the other remote control, but I don't have one for the internet network connection for this PTZ. So, I mean, technically, do I need it? No, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I have a whole bunch of this cable that was left over. That should be enough to go from here back over here for the internet for that one. And then I still need to run one more for the access point that I will probably put right here above me. But those are the only things I got. I could have done it today, but I'm tired. I don't want to go up and down the ladder. I've been here a lot longer than I wanted to, but the whole point was to get a lot done here. I wanted to get enough done so we can close up the floor, but unfortunately we're not there yet. I finish all this stuff at home, then we should be good to go. One more visit and I'll be able to do everything up here to close off everything. And then as well as I have my soldering iron here with the tip so I can heat that up. Because if I had that, I would have been able to do more, but oh well, that's what I get for not preparing. But anyway, let me throw this trash out, take everything, lock up, and go get the little one. And that's it, folks. So we will see y'all on the next video later.